Hi guys, it's me, Trudy Lee. How's everybody doing? We are back to warm weather here. We have a thick blanket on our bed and it was hot last night, let me tell you. It's in the 70s today, so it's been pretty warm. The house feels a little bit cool. I have a thin jacket on, but it was hot last night under those covers. I hope y'all are doing well and enjoying the holiday season. There's a lot of things going on, I know. And my husband, for one, he's at the doctor right now. He's having something going on with his stomach, and he was having pain between his shoulder blades, so it's, scaring him. Every time anything happens, he thinks maybe it could be his heart, so he gets really worried and wants to go straight to the doctor. Although he has been feeling a little bit better the last few days, he still went ahead and went to the doctor. He thought it might be his gallbladder, like he was having a gallbladder attack. I've had gallbladder attacks before years ago. I'm not getting them anymore, thank goodness. But I used to would eat a real fatty meal and get a gallbladder attack. And I'm telling you, if you've ever had one, you know that that is so painful. And he was like, I'm having pain. And I'm like, is it really painful? And he said, I think it's my gallbladder, but it's not. The doctor said it's definitely not his gallbladder and that she's telling him to double up on his Zantac, that it's some indigestion GERD or something. Hopefully that's all it is. She did a really thorough examination. I talked to him. He called me on the phone and he said it was very thorough. So they said, just take your Zantac, double up on it, and see how you are in 6 weeks. So it's a wait and see kind of thing. But anyway, I'm sure he's going to be doing better because I feel like he was already getting better and doing, and it doesn't hurt all the time between his shoulders. And he goes to the gym, he works out and everything, and he's not experiencing any pain while he's working out or having any, sharp arm pains or anything like that. So it's probably something to do with the stomach. But what I wanted to talk about again is about all these drones and what's going on in the world, because it's actually going on across the whole world. And I know I talked about it before, and there were some people that gave me a little bit of pushback on it. People don't want to hear that there could be ETs out there. There's some people that it's just beyond them to think about that or accept that, that's crazy talk. But I'm going to tell y'all, I just had a session with my spirit team, and I'm going to give y'all some of the answers that I got. Okay, so this is what is right now. These are the answers that I'm getting. Now, things can change at some point, because everybody has free will and everything can change. But I'm going to tell y'all what are the answers for today. Now, like I said, a lot of y'all can't believe what's happening, that possibly ETs are making contact because it's not part of your belief system. But this one man wrote that he saw two drones hovering around right outside his window. He said in his kitchen window, so they weren't really high up. He could see them from his window. They were pretty close. And they hovered there. There was two of them. And then another one came. And then they hovered above his house for a while, only about 300 feet above his house. So why is all this happening? Why are all these drones? Where are the drones coming from? Who's, working these drones? So Spirit wants me to give you this analogy. Okay, so think about it like this. In a time when we only had land phones, okay, so if you're a person of my age or a little older, you remember when we only had land phones. When I was a kid, that's all we had was land phones. I could not even imagine, and I'm sure you couldn't either, that we would have a smartphone in our pocket, a little computer that we could connect with all over the world. We wouldn't have to pay any long distance bills or anything. That was beyond our conception. We could not even possibly think about all of us having a little phone in our pocket and able to communicate with anybody and everybody all around the world, much less be able to Google any answer that we were looking for. That was beyond us. So that's what Spirit is saying. Understand, there are things out there that your mind can't grasp right now, but they're coming. We're going to, they're unfolding, and we're going to learn all about these. So Spirit is just kind of showing you that for you in preparation for new technologies and new advances coming up that we haven't even thought about. Okay. Um, think about it like this. Remember when you used to go to the grocery store, and the grocery store, they would have to ring up every single item, ring it up, ring it up. Now, I used to work at 7-Eleven. I was a manager at 7-Eleven for a while. My husband was a supervisor, worked for Southland Corporation, was a great corporation to work for. And our supervisor at one point came and said, you know what? One of these days, you're not going to have to ring up anything. And we're like, what? And he's like, you're just going to scan it. We're like, what? And he goes, yeah, everything's going to have a barcode. We're like, what are you talking about? We couldn't grasp it. We're like, okay, whatever. And he said, yeah, we had a meeting on it. And one of the, this technology is coming online. And that's how all the stores are going to have it. Every single product has a barcode on it. We're going to know where it's from and, how much it costs and everything. And we just couldn't even grasp it. And of course, we stopped working as manager and supervisor before that came online. But that was in the 80s. That was in the 80s when we heard about it. But we couldn't even conceptualize it. We couldn't even, we're just like, really? Wow, that's weird. But here we are, right? And now we even scan our own groceries. You can go check out your groceries yourself. At HEB, it's faster. If you only have 10 items or less, you go scan it yourself, and then you pay it yourself. You know, Technology is growing so quickly, you guys. What about a car being driven without gas? Would you have ever thought that could happen, that we would have an electric car, that we could, what about a car that doesn't have a driver? Did you ever think there was going to be you could be able to get into a car and there's no driver? They have that now. So there's all kinds of technology that we would have never ever believed in, but it is coming to fruition. Um, Now, another thing they're showing me is the pandemic. Would you have ever believed that there was going to be a global pandemic that caused over 7 million deaths? Could you ever imagine something like that? No. So there's a lot of things that we could never imagine that are happening in our lifetime. There's a lot of things that have just come to light in our lifetime. This is actually a really exciting time to be alive and to witness all these new technologies. With that being said, there's thousands of drone sightings, and along with these drones are orbs. Okay, now not everybody is catching the orbs. They're focusing on the drones, but the drones are watching the orbs. Okay, that's why the drones are there. They're watching the orbs and trying to figure out what the orbs are. So these are thousands of drone sightings. The FBI has come out and said they don't know where they're coming from, but they don't present any danger to the public. We don't know. I'm getting, and I feel like these drones are from the U.S. military, and of course they're from some hobbyist, drone people that are getting arrested because they're interfering with what they're trying to look at, and they don't want them out there, and they don't want them spilling the tea before they decide what they're going to say about these orbs. Okay, so that's why you're seeing drone operators are getting arrested because they're trying to prevent them from getting the information out there to the public before they're ready to release it. Okay, so that's what's going on. Our government knows when a small asteroid or a meteor is coming close to the Earth. They know that. So surely they know if there is something flying in our airspace. Of course they know that. So when I ask, are these same drones, because they're seeing drones in other countries. So I'm asking Spirit, are these drones being seen in other countries? And when I ask that, I got to know. But that was because I didn't ask it really quite right, because the drones that we're seeing are US drones, and those drones are not in other countries. These are US drones. Other countries are flying their drones. So I ask, are other countries seeing these orbs, and are they seeing drones? And yes, they are. Now, the orbs that are being seen are ETs, they are UFO, UAP, whatever you want to call them, they are. But they do come in peace. Uh, they're not a threat to us at all. The US government is in contact with other governments about these ETs. So, they're talking to each other. Some people are saying that they see the drones spraying something out. Um, but what I'm getting is this isn't spray. It's not, it's a fractal of light. It's some kind of fractal of light that people are seeing, and it looks like a mist. It looks like spray, but it's actually light. Okay. And no, China did not send these drones. They are not from a different an adversarial country. They're not. They're not anything for us to be afraid of. The drones are from the U.S. They are U.S. drones. They are when you see them flying, they have the lights on and everything, and they're obeying all the laws. They are not going into airspace that airlines travel, and they're not going over airports and things like that. The ones that are going over airports are those people that are hobbyists that have their drones, and they don't understand the laws properly, and they're getting too close to airports and everything, and then they're getting in trouble. But they're just trying to see what's going on, but they're getting in trouble. So be careful. If you're going to fly a drone, you better know what the laws are and how close to an airport you can get and all that, or you're going to get in trouble. So this is not a drill. This is not a test by our government. It's not an operation by our government. It's an operation from the ETs, y'all. That's what I'm getting. They have very, very advanced technology. Right now, the technology that they have cannot be shared with us because we're not ready to accept that. It would, it would be too much. If all of a sudden an ET came here and said, we're ETs and here's the technology, it wouldn't be accepted by the people. People would start panicking and would think other things, conspiracy theories, trying to control us, blah, 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 this and that. So it's going to be like baby steps, baby steps, baby steps. I'm feeling that in the future they'll share technology with us. I think it's by 2030. So within the next 5 or 6 years, we're going to see this technology that they're sharing with us. Okay? So that's a good thing, because that will help us advance, and that's what we need to do. We need to advance. I heard Trump. I clicked on one of he was speaking about the drones, so I clicked on it to hear what he had to say about it, and he said that he had been briefed about the drones, but he's not able to talk about it. So he's like, yeah, I know what's going on. I was briefed about them, but I can't talk about it because he has limited knowledge. He can't be trusted, because if he had knowledge of what this was, he would panic everyone. He really would. So he can't be trusted. He doesn't know any more than what they want him to know, which isn't the truth. Elon Musk, does he know what's going on? Because, he's in aerospace technology. No. He doesn't know that these are ETs either. For all the money in the world, the richest person in the world, you still don't have all the knowledge in the world. Um, I I saw some little clips. I haven't watched them, but they were saying some people are talking about Musk facing some legal problems, some legal challenges, and I'm getting that that's not true. He will not face any legal challenges or problems, not anytime soon, anyway, because that's what the energy is right now. And I also saw in a caption, Elon Musk will leave the US. And I'm getting that that is not true. He's not going to be leaving the US. So, yeah. Oh, I did see, I haven't watched it all, but I did see right before I started this reading, before I started getting this information, that Biden and Kamala Harris were speaking. I listened to a little bit of it, but it was pretty long, and I wanted to get this out, so I haven't watched all of it. But it felt very hopeful. I love the way she speaks. I listened to her for a little while. She is so uplifting and she's so energizing. You know, she should be president. She really should be. But we have to see if the Democrats, and I'm talking about the Democrats that are in power, if they have the wherewithal, if they want to um, rock the boat and say this election was stolen. They want to go down that path, and hopefully they will. But I feel like this is still in works. They haven't completely decided what they want to do on it. So I feel like there's an investigation still going on about it. Um, but we'll have to see if they just decide that this is something they want to tackle and take on, because there's so many people that believe what Fox News has put out and everything. It's very, very hard for them to challenge people's beliefs. And that's what the ETs are here to do. Challenge your beliefs, change your belief system. Because people are like they're stuck in this belief system of Trump, and we need to move out of that. ETs are coming here to bring us together so that we can see everything together as a whole and work together. So that's what I think that's the goal here. And of course, there's going to be more. They're going to bring, like I said, a lot more technology to our earth, and also let us know, hey, we're not the only people here. There's others with a lot more advanced technology. And I think that's how all the different countries will come together, because if there is something from out of this world coming here and we don't understand it, then all the countries may come together, form together. All the people will come together and saying, we need to figure this out together. So that's what they're doing. They're bringing us together. So it's a good thing. They're coming here in peace, and they're bringing us goodwill and helping us advance, because by now we should be more cohesive. We should be more together, and they thought we would be more together, and we're not. We're so divided. If we can get rid of Trump, that would help a lot. But there's a lot of people that are like Trump, all those MAGA people that are there too. So I feel like this is going to be a wake-up call for everybody to stop believing weird conspiracy theories and all kinds of stuff. So this is going to help everybody be of one mind. And that's a good thing. Okay, guys, I'm going to end it here. Thanks for listening to me. Everything is well. Things are going to be fine. Don't worry about anything. All is well. We have so many ETs, spirits, and they are different. ETs and spirits aren't the same, but light workers, loved ones, our spirit guides, archangels, they're all working on our behalf for the betterment of this world. Because when we succeed, the universe succeeds. So everybody's working to help us succeed. So don't worry, everything's going to be okay. It really is. I always tell you guys that, and I truly, truly mean it. So I'm going to say goodbye for now. Love y'all so much. Thank you for listening. Subscribe if you haven't. And if you'd like to get a reading with me, look down below. There's my email address. I've been doing a lot of healing sessions, a lot of chakra balances. I got a really good feedback this week from somebody that I helped. They're feeling so much better, and they're doing so much better. So hopefully I can help you if you need some help. Okay. All right. So look me up. I will talk to you again tomorrow. Have a wonderful day and do something kind for somebody. It'll always come back to you. Bye for now.